It's no gainsaying that the main source of livelihood of many people is agriculture. Approximately 70% of people directly rely on agriculture as a means of living. Our searchlight today is on the importance of agriculture, and what makes it more interesting is the increasing number of women becoming farmers and running a lucrative business in agriculture. I am Shiju Alabi. The show starts in a jiffy. My guest has so much going for her, but her role as an ambassador of the Nigerian Agriculture Small and Medium Scale Enterprise and the National Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACIMA, speak volumes. Please welcome the founder of Yefudot, Chief Messrs. Yetunde Babajide. Thanks for honoring our invitation. Now, I truly admire you for delving into farming and agriculture. But my first question to you is, what do you think, or how has agriculture added to the growth of a nation, particularly a developing nation like Nigeria?
Thank you for having me. And I admire you too a lot.
Thank you. Now I'm having butterflies.
Thank you. Agriculture is having a lot of impact and effect on our growth, most especially this time around. Because you'll see that at a particular time, fuel, petroleum is more moving. So the agriculture is having an impact very seriously, because many people are going into agriculture right now in Nigeria, both female, male, even our young ones, because that is what we need. And I will tell you that I think it is when Nigerians forget about agriculture that they were only dwelling in one business that we started having problem. So agriculture is having a lot of impact in Nigeria now. Our food, take for instance, when pandemic came and we have lockdown everywhere, nobody is going to anywhere. So we were forced to be eating what we produce and produce what we eat. So it's having a lot of impact here now in our economy, especially in Nigeria. Because if you go outside now, you see a lot of things that we're doing. And most people even forgot that most of the food they are eating is being taken away from the farm. Take for instance, I was asking somebody that where do you think they bring semovita from? He was looking at me. People forgot that we made semovita from corn, the normal corn that we are planting in Nigeria. It's having a lot of effect on our economy right now.
When you say a lot of effect, I want to believe positive.
Oh, positively, yeah. I'm talking of this present moment that we are. Before, people forgot it. But let's talk about like 1-2 years ago, things is changing. A lot of people are doing agric and agribusiness. You know, when they talk of agriculture before, people think going to the farm, carrying cutlass and hoe. That's where agric hence, you know. But it's not. There are so many things. The cloth, for instance, that you wear, you know, is from the farm, because the cotton that they used to make this one is being planted by farmer. So we have a lot of things, you know, when we talk of agriculture, and it's having a lot of impact right now.
Awesome.
In Nigeria.
Because now you have just gone to my next question.
Okay.
Which is, you know, there are many branches of agriculture. While I was doing my research on this topic, you know, I came across things like agronomy, horticulture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishery, agricultural engineering, I mean home science, and so many more.
Nutrition.
So when we look at this, how viable and practicable are all these areas of agriculture in Nigeria? How can you break it down for us?
In Nigeria, people are trying now. What I believe we have before is that we've been shut out of agriculture before. People don't know a lot about it. They only hear, say, agric, and people are running away just because they don't know that agriculture is having a lot of branches, like you rightly said. But now people are coming up now to know that without agriculture, no nation, no food, no agriculture.
No survival.
No survivor. Without agriculture, no nation that can survive. Because basically, if you look at it, everything surrounded by agriculture. Even the homemade thing.
Yes.
Look at the chair we sit on.
Absolutely.
Oh, the wood that they used to make this thing is from the farm. And we have a lot of branches when we talk about it. It's because they didn't break it down before. It makes people to be scared about it or think there is no future with it. But there is. Aquaculture is one of it. If someone is dwelling only in aquaculture, you started making money from fingerling. That is the little fish from there. We have a lot of people that basically that's what they do for a living. They just go into hatchery. They hatch fish and just sell the fingerling, and you are fine. You are good to go. You make a lot of money from there. Some will even rear the fish. The journey of a melange of the fish is 6 months. By 6 months, you are getting your money. It ends there too. That is the one you see that people buy in the market and they kill and they eat. And the grand finale is drying of fish. Many people don't know that all the baby food that we have to give the baby, they all have fish inside. Oh yes. So if you can go through this journey and you dry your fish, you started making a lot of money. Even the international community, in most cases, they depend on our fish here. We export the fish. Oh yes. So that is one branch. And when you now go into animals husbandry, cow is there. You know cow now. Everything about cow, from the head to toe, is money.
Especially the pomo.
The pomo, even including the waste. You understand now? The waste, what you call the waste
used in for manure.
For manure. Everything about it, including the skin and everything, is on money. So that is another branch for it. We've not even now get to the cocoa of the agriculture, which is production.
Tell us about
from that. The only maize, we bring out about 10 things from maize alone. One from maize, we make a ogi. We use corn to do animal fields.
Okay.
We use corn to do semofita. So many food. You can mix corn, to do so many things, 10 things, including cassava. Don't forget that from cassava, we bring out tapioca, we bring gari, elubolafun.
Wow.
In fact, let me tell you, the waste, the back of cassava these days is also money. We have people in Nigeria that is only what they do. Then when you peel your cassava, it is the one you peel that they will buy. What do they use that for? Oh, we dry it.
Okay.
We blend it. It's animal feed.
Amazing.
So many things like that someone can do. You understand? Like, we have a lot of series of people that they are farmer. Even most of people don't even know. If somebody plant cassava, you are a farmer. If another person buy it from you to do fufu, you are also a farmer. Someone that bought it and use it for gari is also a farmer.
Wow.
That woman that sell the gari in the market is also a farmer too.
Amazing. So it's like a chain
thing. Value chain is in agriculture. Then people know, they think that when they want to go in, and mostly now in Nigeria, we are into mechanized farming. We have machines from the first day that you want to weed your farm, that you want to plant cassava, till the last day that you want to harvest. Everything is on ground. So you don't have any problem. Nothing is disturbing anybody to become a farmer these days in Nigeria.
Wow. I mean, this is so fascinating, I must say, because the idea that we have is that agricultural farming is for, rural women or rural people. And not enlightened and fascinating people like you, you know. But I wonder now, with all of this knowledge that you have and experience, what are farmers, you know, like you doing to encourage food security in Nigeria?
We're doing a lot because firstly, my first trade fair started from LTV here. You understand? Where we put a lot of women together with different kind of food, which is food fair. You understand? In that area, yes, because one of the problem that the people have before is market. You find a woman in the farm after producing a gari, nowhere, nobody to buy the gari, and the gari will be there, which is not encouraging.
Wasting
We
away.
don't do that again. Everywhere where they were doing all this, we go there, encourage them. We first of all look for market. You understand? Then we provide a market for them. We buy it from them, from the village, we bring it to the city. That is one. Secondly, maybe you don't even know, we have an foreigners, India. We have a lot of factories in Nigeria here now, that they will buy our gari, they will recrunch it, package it inside nylon, put some other things, milk, sugar, and other. Yes, and people are making a lot of money from there. Wow. We were doing that. We provide money because in most cases you need a lot of capital, you understand, to set yourself up when you are going bigger. You understand? But this business that you call a farming start from micro. You understand? You can start farming with anything, and from there you start growing it. Of course, we have 4 stages of a business before you become the larger, you know, get to the larger aspect of it.
4 stages.
Oh, it's 4 stages.
Yes.
We have micro,
yes,
we have small,
yes,
we have medium,
yes,
then we have large.
I gotcha.
That's how it is. This is what people don't know before. A lot of people, they think that until when they have millions before they can go into agriculture. No, no, no. Even without nothing, you can go into it. Secondly, we have a lot of banks now these days that they embrace agriculture. As far as you are trained, you are satisfied, you have your certificate, you open an account, they give you money, and you start whatever you want to do in that aspect. 2, we have a lot of training centers, because one thing about agriculture is that you must know about what you want to do before you go into it. Take for instance aquaculture. A lot of people, they get it wrong. I want to be rearing fish. They don't know that if you have 1 million naira or you have 200,000, you want to go into aquaculture, the fish you need is just 20,000, and you will use 180,000 to feed your fish. So that is why you need adequate knowledge about it before you go into it. Then if you don't have a complete training about a particular aspect of agriculture, it might be difficult, because you always want to go and buy your animal feed, whereas you're supposed to learn what they call feed formulation, so that you can hatch your fish, do your feed formulation, you feed your fish yourself, and you're not spending anything.
Wow.
And we have all these materials that we need locally with us here. So it's a wonderful program now that anybody can decide today and go into it. You asked one question before that you think agriculture is for the people that they are not learned. They get it wrong. We have a lot of PhD holder, doctorate degree these days, you understand, and they are all into agriculture.
Amazing. When we return, we'll be peeping into the world of Yefadot. Don't go away. It's still the gallery, a woman's perspective, and we're looking at the female farmer today. And in the house is Mrs. Babajide. Well, actually, I missed that title, Chief. Okay, now you've been giving us a lot of enlightenment on agriculture and agribusiness. Now, tell us how and why you pitched your tent with agriculture. It is fascinating.
Thank you so much. I was into real estate before I went into agriculture, and I'm sure that this is going to be a lesson to a lot of people,
particularly women.
Particularly women. because in Nigeria, a lot of people, they were fond of doing one business. I've never been doing one business in my whole entire life.
That's why I called you multitasking.
Thank you. I have so many things that I'm doing. But when this present government that we were experiencing like 5 years ago came in, the real estate was having problem. But I've been trying my hand on agriculture before. I've been training on agriculture on so many things. So when money is not order coming again from real estate, I decided to face agriculture squarely.
Wow.
Then I now realize that, in fact, I'm missing that is where I'm supposed to be.
I wish I had started this a lot earlier.
So that's what made me to face it squarely. And we're into so many things. I mill my palm oil by myself. I have Gari processing industry. I make my Iru low-cost beans by myself. And look at it, in olden days, people think that this making of low-cost beans is particularly or restricted to a particular set of people. Anybody can do it. You can even do it at home, the one you want to be eating.
I would like to know how, because there is no effort without correct Iru.
Without the correct Iru. So that is what made me to think about it. And if you look at it very well, from the history, we learned that since 1980, our economy went on recess. And they said it's going to take us 50 years to get out of it. Before the pandemic, before the NSAS. So this is the first thing. I know that thing. And it's what made me, to be in real estate. Because when economy is having problem, people ask to be extra, working. You have to be hardworking. You need to know a lot of things. Because anybody that wants to be rich in this life, you must discover where the world is going. Then you go there.
You go there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So this is what made me to come. And when I get there, I find it very, very interesting. That is because I cannot remember the last time that I used my money to buy food. I have all my vegetable. I even have it in my garden. I have it in the farm. I'm doing everything. I have my poultry. I have my fish pond. I have everything. I have my goat. So, and I now used to it. I don't eat all this foreign food. I eat fresh food every day, every time.
No wonder you're glowing.
Thank you. So I now discover that I need to come out and let a lot of other women know that it's something that they can do.
Amazing.
You understand? So I have a school. I have Institute of Agriculture.
Because I was just going to ask you, you continue on in that line, because I was going to ask how can, what are the tips that you can give young women or even older women in general, women folk that are aspiring or are already doing it, to become a farmer and not have to buy food like we do,
in the market.
Like and for you don't buy food anymore. So whatever it is that we can do in our homes to reduce us spending money on food, because actually we were told that we all need to have what they call the green fingers.
Yeah.
That meaning that at the back of your house, if you have space, grow the tomatoes.
Yeah.
If you have space, grow the ugu,
Yeah.
and all that. So what are the tips you can give to
The first tips
farmers?
that I want to give to women is that they should make sure that they read books. They listen to the program that will enhance them on this agriculture. When you go to so many houses in Nigeria, you find them, they plant flowers. Flowers that will not bring anything to them. We don't need it. If in the international community, they don't plant flower everywhere their house. You can grow your food in your home. Instead of you have a flower vase at home, why can't you plant a wedu, plant a egusi, plant all those things at home?
There's this one, the water leaf.
Exact water leaf and everything. Yeah,
so
you can even use your flower pot these days to plant your fruits.
Wow.
Tomato.
Wow.
You understand? Okra,
Yes.
wedu,
Yes,
all
those
those
ones
things.
they grow
Yes, they grow very quick. Pepper, tomato, you understand?
Yes.
Oh, because if that woman that is grinding pepper, you understand, they can just throw a wastewater and it will
And it will
germinate.
start growing.
What
Yes,
are we
that is
doing?
true.
What are we waiting for?
Yes.
That's number one thing. Because many people, there are so many things that a lot of people don't know. Farmers don't suffer for food. They are not lacking of money. We need concentration, a lot of women. 2, Nigerian people, they don't learn. We always believe that after university, that is the end. It's not so. I went for a course somewhere in England. Our lecturer in the class, he does not even go to university. He only went to college. And he's a lecturer there. We need to change a lot of things in Nigeria. If you see all these women, all these fathers, they were suffering. Some people, they borrow money to send their children to university. That even if that child get a job, for the next 20 years, he cannot pay back the debt. Let us have a skill. Let everybody go into agriculture. It does not disturb anybody to do another job. Even if you are into communication, you understand, you can do it. If you are a tailor, you can do it. If you get to my own word, Yeva.word, everything, everybody is there. The lawyer is there, the doctor is there, everybody is there, and they all have their farm. They are all into agriculture. We need skills. Make sure you go and learn everything. And there are some things they are doing these days. You see, they say, I want to become a snail farmer. That's not the way to do it. If you want to be a farmer, you be a complete farmer. You know snairy, you know fishery, you know poultry, you know everything. Animals husbandry, crops, you know everything.
Just in case
that is the law.
That you choose
exactly,
is not moving.
Exactly. That is the law.
Alternative.
That is the law behind agriculture. Because if you pick one thing that I just want to be go into aquaculture.
Yes.
If you make the money, it will make you poor. Because when you make money from there, you will use the money to go and buy yam. The money you make from fish, you buy yam out of it. You use the money to buy vegetable. You use the money to buy orange. You use the money to buy cassava. At the end of the day, you'll be poor. So let's go and acquire knowledge, everything about agriculture, so that if you are a zeal in one area, you divert to another one. Exactly. You take out of that money to do this one, to do this one, to do the other. Agriculture is too big. It's bigger than anything. I used to tell people, it's bigger than anything.
Wow.
When you go into health sector, you find midwife, you see doctor, you see nurse, auxiliary, and that is the end. My sector is bigger than that. Oh yes, very, very big. There you have if you get trained, you even get job. You have your own farm, then you can become a supervisor in somebody's farm. You'll be supervising the person's farm. Okay. That is what yes, you can become an harvester. You can become a planner there. So it's a very big one. Then all this one that I'm talking, that I'm saying all this why, I've not even go into production at all.
Maybe I will have to invite you again and come and talk about that, because you know this program has a time.
Okay.
And for now, I don't see us exceeding this discussion.
Okay.
But it will be. I hope when I call you again,
I will come. I will definitely come. Yes. Yes.
It has been a magnificent time with you.
Thank you,
Chief Mrs. Babajide.
Thank you so much
for coming on the show. I have you've touched on basically everything. So you actually like an introductory course,
okay,
you know, on agribusiness,
upcoming,
you know, and it's so great to see women of repute like you.
Thank you so much.
You know, doing farming. Actually, I will throw this, or maybe when you come back again,
okay,
because I heard through the grapevine that you're also a grassroots politician. So we will talk about that next time.
Thank you so much.
So much.
We are definitely going to touch
grateful.
there.
Now, call her meticulous, multitasking, principled, and a philanthropist, and you won't be mincing words in describing Chief Mrs. Babajide.
Cecilia Bolaji Dada is a resourceful, articulate and innovative woman who worked extensively in the public service with over 15 years experience at both local and state government levels as an executive. A former member of the Lagos State Sports Commission, Mrs. Dada also served as the Executive Secretary at Papa Local Government. She is a corporate governance expert, strategic thinker, grassroots politician, and a versatile technocrat who brings her wealth of experience in political management, strategic communications, and public relations to bear at every opportunity.
It's been fascinating having you join us on The Gallery, A Woman's Perspective, and letting our women folk know that being a farmer sets us up to becoming a billionaire. That's it on the program. Join us again next week. I am Shijo Alabi. Bye for now.